Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Grain Gauntlet. As always, 5 questions from clients and potential prospects. This is Patrick. I'm Josh. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. First question is there's a little bit of repetition this week regarding yields of the USDA, but it's a big deal right now, so we want to hit on what's people's minds. So, this question, the first one says, what's your prediction of what the USDA will replace yield at for corn and beans in its August report?
USDA, that's the key word. Last year they raised yield in August up to over 183 for corn and somewhere around 52 for beans, if I can remember. I think they leave beans alone at 52.5. I think they raised corn up to about 184 based off correlation between crop conditions, vegetative health, and what I've saw a little bit of a non-statistically relevant crop tour in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. I think they raised up to USDA raises up to 184.
Okay. All right. Well, that brings the next question. Hey, what's your latest estimate of corn yield that you think trade has priced in?
I don't think the trade is priced in a smaller crop, probably a larger crop. I would guess that the trade guess for this report will be somewhere between 180 and 185. So in that range. For beans, again, too early to really move things. So probably 51.5 to 53.5 is what I think the trade is trading right now.
Okay. So this isn't one of the questions, but does that mean then that come is August 12th? Is that the report? Yep. We get that report and USDA sends yields up to say 184. Does the market pretty much take that in stride, or?
I don't think so. I think they look at it as increasing on stocks. I think they look at it so we're past most of the damage and danger that can be done to the crop. We're approaching significantly the dowing stage, which is the last really critical stage for corn. Beans, we're in the, and probably just get past the reproductive stage now. So the crop is moving along great. With that kind of yield, I would expect the market will expect USDA to continue to raise it for the next couple months.
Okay. There. What spurs a turnaround and brings buyers back to these markets?
What spurs a turnaround every time? Cheap prices, take care, cheap prices. If we can drop prices down, I know that's not a big popular thing with farmers right now, but if we can drop prices down and become competitive and get really good exports in the most important quarter for demand of the year, which is the first quarter starting September 1st, that will take care of cheap prices. Last year, we saw a significant rally in corn up to from 360 in September futures from day at the end of August up to 504. I've been talking about that almost every time we answer these questions. Beans rally, not so much, right? 960 to 1070, 1080-ish. But we got rallies after you guys locked the bin doors. That's my expectation going forward, too.
Okay. You've noted your drive after Iowa and Minnesota. What do you see for yield potential in those states and in general?
I'm going to predict, to write this down, record yields in Wisconsin, record yields in Iowa, and a record yield in Minnesota. The crop has gotten plenty of moisture. There, like I said, it's not that crops are so great looking. There's just no bad crops out there. I mean, the amount of fields that have been hurt, even in the corners, is so limited. The crop is the best I've ever seen. I've done the same tour, same county roads for 5 years, and I've never seen the crop look this good. No, that's a small area, small sample, statistically irrelevant. But I extrapolate that out just like the crop tour does, based on vegetative health, what we're hearing from farmers across the Midwest, crop conditions report, all that kind of stuff, and add that all in. And I think we'd have record crops in all three for corn in all 3 states. Beans, too early. Great vegetative health. They could move it up in the long haul.
Okay. All right. This final question is from a prospect. Question glad that's being asked this week. It says, do you guys do any zero margin call trading?
Zero margin call trading. I try to always minimize margin calls, but we are starting a new program based on what we're hearing from people that had never experienced hedging before. It will be a position that has fixed risks from start to finish. That means what you pay for the trade, bull call spread, bear put spread, buy a foot, set puts, buy a call. That's what you pay for it. And when the trade's over, you can make a judgment if you want to do it again, right? That limits what you can do. So unlike maybe some of our competition, our goal is to have 3, 4, maybe really high probability trades. And what are we basing probability off of? Seasonal trends, extreme lows, extreme highs, based on our analysis. And we're going to enter the market with those kind of fixed risk, no margin trades at those few times during the course of the year. So is this great for hedging your crop or adding value to the bushels you sell? No. Can it add to your bottom line? Well, if we do it well, yes, it can.
Yep, absolutely.
But there's always risk.
Yeah, exactly. More details to come, but basically we envision this program, or like Pat said, it would be fixed risk trades, trades where, there wouldn't be any margin calls, but then probably also a little bit, lower frequency. This is trades that are done more at the most obvious times of the year, seasonal lows, obvious buyback moments, things like that. So, yeah, it should be something that works for those who maybe just don't want to trade quite as much or do some, but maybe cover more bushels.
Right. Let's hope. And we're not. This isn't a program like Hedge Plus Complete. Well, we're sitting beside you, walking through, doing your marketing program with you. Okay. This is hey, we're gonna send out text. We're doing a buyback today, fixed risk, and if you guys want to call in and do that trade, great.
Yep, we'll give you the nudge, and it's up to you to take advantage or decide if it was the right time to do something for you.
Yeah, and if we start hitting a high frequency of singles, which is what you get with these kind of trades, on a very regular basis, of course, I'm going to use those for our other programs too.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that sounds good. Thank you for the questions this week, everyone. As always, if you have a question you want to have heard, send it to adminstaff@hedge-plus.com. That's all for this week. Have a great week, everyone.
Enjoy the county and state fairs.